You taking the coffee cup with you? All right, let's get this started. Acquisitions with Jay and Ron. Today we're going to be talking about, what is it?
Today we're going to be talking about pushing away. So first of all, before we even get into pushing away and all those great tactics on how to do it, what is pushing away? I guess that's how we'll get started today.
Yeah. So most salesmen, most car salesmen, those sleazy motherfuckers, they're trying to sell you, right? They're trying to really hammer you into, buying whatever they're selling. That's not what we do as acquisitions managers. What we do is we push away, actually, and you need to show us that you want to sell.
Yeah, pretty much when we are talking to sellers and people interested in selling their property, we're the prize, us, So with pushing away, you want them to understand that we don't essentially need to buy your property, or whatever you're selling, you don't need them to buy it. Because once you start getting into, hey, please buy this, hey, let's do this, hey, Ronnie, I got this for you, it's going to be amazing. This car, you're going to love it. How are you going to feel when I do that to you?
Yeah, like if you like a girl, bro, the easiest way to get her to date you is to ignore her, right? Date her friend first. Do some crazy shit, right? Right. So an example when you're on the phone of pushing away, right? A lot of times we get those quick example of like pushing away right away, right? So let's say me and Jagger, we're gonna start role playing. Let's say Jagger calls me. I'm like, hey, I'm just looking for a cash offer.
Oh, you're just looking for a cash offer?
Yep.
Hey,
I don't want to answer anything. I want a cash offer. You told me you were going to give me a cash offer. I want a cash offer right now.
All right, guys, let's watch this. Hey, listen, I completely understand that you want a cash offer for your house. I would want one too. But honestly, if you're just looking for a cash offer and you don't want to talk about the property for 5-10 minutes, I'm probably not your guy. And maybe other investors, other people might be able to just get you an offer. But I'm here to see if we can be a good fit for buying your property. I completely understand if you don't want to go through this process. I hope you have a great day, and maybe I could give you a call in a few months.
Fuck this guy. But what you're doing there, right, is that you're setting a certain tone, right? It's either you're going to play by my rules or it's okay, right? And something that we believe in and we talk about is that we don't buy every house from every person we talk to. And if you guys aren't okay with that, then this definitely isn't the content for you. You have to be. I pushed away right now.
There it is, guys. Live feed of Ronnie pushing away.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Always take a quick step back. And to touch on what Ronnie's saying is, pushing away isn't for everybody, and it's gonna feel uncomfortable. We feel uncomfortable 24/7 when we're doing it, and we've been doing it for a while now. But the more you do that, the more the seller's guard will go down, because they realize now that you're not trying to sell them. You're trying to see if you could be a good fit for them. And once they get their sales guard down, then you can have a real conversation with them. And that's the important part of what we're doing, right, guys? We're looking to have a good conversation with somebody to see if we can find a solution for their needs. And that starts with pushing away. And Ronnie's, we'll probably do it another 5 times during this little content session.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. And there are a bunch of ways. And you want to push away until the end. Right. Something that we'll probably talk about in the future is like deal killers. These are things that that stop the seller from selling the property. Right. And a big way that you can pull that out is by pushing away. Quick example is, I don't know, let's say, hey, listen, you've owned the house for 30 years. It seems like you're ready to sell the property, but I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like you're not serious about selling. I know you told me that you've owned it for 30 years. You don't even have a mortgage on this property. You're ready to move to Florida, right? You've told me all these things, right? But it seems like you're not. There's something maybe you're not telling me, right?
Honestly, Ronnie, I didn't think it was important, but my son does live with me, and he is a big part of the decision with me selling the house. Yeah, but why does that even matter?
I mean, what is your son gonna do when I go to your house and we are talking price and terms, and this kid's overhearing while he's playing PlayStation in the other room? He's like, what the fuck is happening? Is my dad selling the house right now? He's gonna come storming in, and now who looks like the scumbag? Not dad. This guy's gonna look like the scumbag, right? What I'd rather do is have both of you guys in the room, and I want to make sure that if he has any questions, I can be right there to answer him.
No, Ronnie, I don't know if that's necessary.
Hey, I understand, but like I don't know if I feel comfortable not involving all the people that are currently living there, right? The people that are in your life, the people that are making decisions with you. I don't know if I feel comfortable taking that next step with you if your son isn't involved.
All right, guys, right there was a live little role play of pushing away and finding a deal killer. So you guys got a little snippet of our next conversation about deal killers, but more importantly, you've seen how he wasn't going to move forward unless they were playing by his rules in the conversation. And that's a big part of what we do. If they're not going to play by how we want to do it, one hiccup will happen, then the whole thing is going to fall apart anyway. One other thing about pushing away that you really got to understand is you have to be okay with them being okay with not being a good fit for us. If I push Ronnie away and he's like, yeah, you're probably right, we're not a good fit, do I then want to be like, hey, we actually might be able to make something work? Can you smell the desperation on me right there? Guys, that's why you want to push away and be okay with it, because then, hey, Ronnie, listen, I don't think we are a good fit. Maybe you should list it on the market, the property. Maybe we're not the best fit for you.
So that's going to go two ways, right? You're pushing away, right? Hey, he just told me I should list the property. I'm either going to give him a reason on why that's a good idea. And guess what? You just saved yourself 15, 20 minutes of your time.
Thank God.
To hop on the phone with somebody else who's actually interested. Or they're going to give you a reason on why they can't list it, more importantly, right? So, Jagger, go ahead.
So listen, man, not too sure if we're a good fit. Honestly, I think you're looking for a higher amount than what we could probably get you, and I think your best bet would be to list it on the market.
I mean, I haven't really thought of that, but maybe I should list it.
Listen, if you're looking for top dollar, you're not in a rush to sell, I say go get that number. Go get it. And the best way for you to do that is to have a retail buyer overpay with a mortgage. Does that make sense? Is that something you might be open to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a rush, and I did renovate the house last year.
Yeah, man, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine either. It just seems like from what you're telling me that you're not in a rush to sell. You can wait, and you're looking for the most money. I'm never going to be able to be that for you. The market and an agent can help you get there. So why not test it on the market, see if you could list it, and if not, I'll give you a courtesy call and we could go from there.
This guy's a fucking gentleman. Right
there
now.
It is.
This guy's a fucking gentleman.
There it is.
The other side of that is, right, that same word track, right? Go ahead. Back to pushing away to listing it.
I almost forgot, guys. See, it's that easy. it even is that difficult sometimes, but seriously. So listen, man, not too sure if we're even a good fit. I think your best bet might be to actually list the property on the market so you can maybe get top dollar.
Yes. I'm aware that if you list it, sales pitch. I'm aware that if I list it, I can't get top dollar, but I don't think I can list it.
Why not?
Right? So he's digging in more, right? And I'm going to have to now, once again, right? Don't let these people off the hook. Right, dig in.
Don't let them off the hook. Seriously, because once you do, it's going to be hard to get them back there.
Yep.
You guys get that.
So then it's going to be something like, man, my house is good, everything's functioning, but there are some things that that do need some repairing. That I'm sure, I've gotten like 2 or 3 agents here already, and they keep nagging me, telling me I got to fix this if I want to list it.
So guys, right there is when you put the phone on mute and go, there it is, because that's exactly what we're looking for, and that's why pushing away can help you uncover some real motivation. So with that all being said, the one thing we want to make sure you take away from this conversation is the power of pushing away and understanding how important it is during your conversation with the seller in any part of sales.
Yep, and you can't push away confidently if you're not confident. Keep in mind, you guys, most of the people listening are going to have, are going to be backed by either hard money or cash. So you have to go in understanding that you're the prize, right? You're the easy button, right? So with that being said, you pushing away is to see if these people appreciate what you can potentially do for them. And it's super important to know, right? Because if you're not confident saying that, right, they're going to smell the desperateness in you, and they're gonna call on your bullshit, right? So with that being said, I think we're way over our 10-minute mark. Let's fucking cut this shit out.
All right, guys, thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you next week.